Hello, I'm Michael Finn, holistic exercise and lifestyle coach, and today I'm going to do a descriptive dynamic warm-up that I use with my beat baseball team before we are going to start doing drills to get ready to play in a game or even start a practice. So this is a teaching video, so get out of that chair and get off the couch, and you need to move with me so that you can get all the movements down properly for yourself. So, and then I will put a link in the description below for another one that's not quite so descriptive, that's exactly the same thing, but you do it a little bit longer and some things even a little bit faster. But this one is so that you get all the movements down correctly with the description. So here we go, marching in place. Just like walking down the street, except we're gonna lift the knees a lot higher. We're just gonna march in place, swing the arms. We want to bring the knees up high enough to where they're the same height as your hips, so that if you put your hand on the top of your thigh, at the top of it, your thigh is parallel with the floor. So that knee's straight out in front of that hip. You also want to pull the toes up nice and high too, so that the bottom of your foot is pretty close to flat. We call this an A march, or for A stands for acceleration, because this is how our legs should move when we're accelerating. All right, and then we want to pump the arms, pump those arms really well too. So a little bit of a bend. You could do it with straight arms as well, but I like to have a little bit of bend in the arms, just like if you were sprinting and you just want to focus on hands coming up in front of the face, but a good foot in front of the face, not right by your face. And then trying to bring those elbows back really good too. All right, so that is our marching in place, nice and smooth. Nice and tall, belly button in, head reaching towards the sky. All right, next, we're going to do some neck rolls. So we're going to drop the chin down to the chest. We're going to inhale and roll that left ear the left ear all the way to the left shoulder. Continue that inhale all the way around to the back. And then exhale as you roll the right ear towards the right shoulder, and then that chin back down to the chest. So a big inhale around to the left ear to the left shoulder, all the way around to the back. Exhaling as you go right ear towards the right shoulder and all the way back to the front. We'll go one more time around this way. Big inhale around to the left. And a big exhale all the way around to the right. And we're going to go opposite direction. Big inhale, taking the right ear towards the right shoulder, all the way around to the back, looking towards the sky. Big exhale around to the left and all the way back to the front. Big inhale to the right, all the way to the back. Big exhale all the way around to the left and to the front. One more time, big inhale over to the right. And big exhale all the way around to the front. Okie dokie, so those are neck rolls. Windmills, arms straight out to the side in a big T, feet outside the shoulders, nice soft knees. And we're going to take that right hand all the way over to the left foot, bending at the waist. Big inhale coming back up, and a big exhale going left hand to the right foot. All the way back up, all the way over, right hand and left foot. So you're going to bend at the waist. You can bend the knees more if you need to get to the foot, but you really want to touch that foot. So bend the knees if you need to a little bit. If you don't need to, that's great. That means you got good hamstring and hip flexibility, but this is all about pumping and blood into the hips and the hamstrings and the low back. But you should be able to go nice and smooth and steady. Right hand to left foot, left hand to right foot. Right hand to left foot, left hand to right foot. Right hand to left foot, and the last one, left hand, right foot. Okay, now I'm doing these a little quicker and a little shorter, just so that you can practice them and get the hang of it. You can always back it up and listen to this description again. All right, so next we're going to do some squats, okay? Squats is just like sitting. So if you pretend that there's a chair right there behind you, you want to have your feet roughly about shoulder width or maybe a little bit more apart. Your arms can either be out in front of you, or they can be across your chest, or they can be like to put my hands right underneath my chin, like if I was holding something. Oftentimes I'll hold a weight there. And we want to bend at the knees and the hips, and pretend like we're just going to touch our butt right to that chair and then come right back up. So we're not actually going to sit in that chair that's imaginary behind us. We want to just drop down, touch the seat of it, and then come right back up. Drop down, touch the seat of it, and then come back up. Okay, the weight should be equally balanced in your feet from the front of the foot to the back of the foot. And if someone's looking at you from the side, like this, your shoulder should always stay right over the arch of your foot. So as I'm up tall here, the shoulder's right over the arch of my foot. As I drop down, my knees go forward, my hips go back, and my shoulder stays right over the top of my arch and my foot. And that is to balance your center of gravity. Okay? So just as simple as that. Let's just do one more there. Dropping down into that squat, pushing through the feet and coming back up. Okay, so that's our good squat exercise. Then we're going to do some big arm circles. So we're going to have the arms nice and straight by our sides. We're going to take them straight up out in front with a big inhale. All the way up over the head. Big exhale. Down around the back, squeezing those shoulder blades together and coming all the way back down by your sides. So it's a big inhale up the front. All the way up over the head, really trying to reach towards the sky. Big exhale, nice and slow down the back, shoulder blades together. And then all the way down by the sides. Big inhale up the front. Big exhale, down around the back. Big inhale up the front. Big exhale down around the back. And then we're going to reverse directions. So now we're going to go big inhale around the back, squeezing those shoulder blades together. And then big exhale down around the front. Okay, making the biggest circle you can so that you get that blood flow into the joints, into the connective tissue. Muscles carry lots of blood, but the connective tissue doesn't. This is why we want to do dynamic warm-up, to reduce the risk of injury and get blood flowing into our joints and our connective tissue before we're going to do activity. So muscles are typically ready to go, but the joints and the connective tissue are not, especially when we play a lot of sports. Alright, so those are our forward and backwards arm circles. Then let's do a little lateral lunge. So arms can be out in front, across the chest, or hands underneath the chin. Against the chest. Feet are going to be shoulder width or narrower. And then we're going to step out with the right foot about 2 to 3 feet. And drop down, bending that right leg, like if we're going to sit on a little stool behind that right foot. And then push back out. So it's kind of like that squat, but we're just doing it on one leg now. So we're going to step out to the left, bend, touch that little seat with the butt, and then come back out of there pushing through that foot. Step out with the right, bend that right leg, and then come back up. So you're bending both at the knee and at the hip. You're staying up tall with your chest. So once again, your shoulder stays right above the arch of your foot, and the trailing leg has a little bend in it, but very small. It's just a nice athletic bend in the leg. You don't bend it a whole lot. Mine's pretty much straight. Stepping out to the left, bending the right leg just a teeny little bit. Stepping out to the right, dropping all the way down like you're going to touch that seat, come back up. Step out with the left, come all the way down into that stretch, touch that seat, come back up. Let's just do one more each way. Out to the right, touch that little seat, come back up. Out to the left, touch that seat, and come back up. Okay? So those are our lateral lunges. Now let's do some helicopters. So arms straight out to the side. In that big T position, just like the blades of a helicopter. And we're going to rotate all the way to the left, and then all the way to the right. All the way to the left, and all the way to the right. So rotating our whole torso. You even want to rotate the head. When you go rotate to your left, try to look over your left shoulder. When you go to the right, try to look over your right shoulder. So whether you have vision or not, it's good to do this because your eyes are connected to your rotational muscles and they'll help you rotate a little farther. And then your feet. As I rotate to my right, I pivot on my left foot, taking my left heel up off the ground and rotate on the ball of my foot. And as I pivot around to my left, I pick up my right heel and I pivot on the ball of my right foot. So just like in swinging the bat, tennis racket, golf club, we need to pivot our feet so that our hip can rotate all the way around. And we get good rotation, not only through the hip, but also through the spine, and through the neck, and through the head, and through the eyes, and through the feet. So that we rotate everything. So just one more to the right, one more to the left. Alright, so that's like our helicopters. Then we want to do some front lunges. So front lunges, standing up nice and tall. I'm going to do two different styles. I'm going to start small and then we'll go to a complete lunge. So feet about shoulder width apart. I want you to step out with your right foot. You're going to bend your left knee a little bit. The heel of your left foot's going to come up off the ground. And then I want you to push through that right foot and come all the way back up. Okay, so we're just doing a mini little lunge right now. Step out with the left foot, bend the right knee just a little bit, and then push to that left foot to come back up. You're stepping out about 2 to 3 feet. That right foot, bend the left knee a little bit, then push to that right foot and come back up. Staying up nice and tall. Don't bend your body forward. Just bend. Think about bending your back knee. Your front knee will bend, but if you think about bending your back knee, it will put you in the proper lunge position. So step out with that left, bend the right knee just a little bit, and then push back out. So now, let's do complete lunge. So we're going to bend that back knee, and we're going to take it all the way down to where we're just above the floor. So I'm going to step out with the right, bending my left knee all the way down to where I just lightly touch the floor, and then I'm going to push out with my right foot and come all the way back up. Once again, staying up tall and not leaning forward, out with the left, bend that right knee right above the floor, push out, come all the way back up. Step out with the right, bend the left knee, lightly touch the floor, push with that right foot, come all the way back up. Step out with the left, bend that right knee, push to the left foot, come all the way back up. One more time each side. Out with the right, lightly touch the floor with the left, and come back up. Out with the left, lightly touch the floor with the right knee, and push all the way back up. Okay, if that's difficult for you, look for my other videos on lunging and things like that so that you can actually develop more strength in the glutes, hamstrings, and quads, and the whole lower body. You can also do squats instead of lunging to improve your leg strength. Alright, so next one, how about a little side stretch? So standing up tall, we want to reach that left arm down the left side, and we want to take the right arm high over the head, reaching over to our left, so we're bending to our left as much as we can, keeping our body straight. So don't bend forward, just bend directly to the left side. And try to reach to the sky so we stretch out the whole right side. And then we're going to switch. Right arm down the right side. Left arm high over the head, reaching across to the right. Super high, high, high over there so we stretch out that whole left side. Alright, and then back over to the other side. So we're going to reach down to the left like we're grabbing a suitcase. We're going to reach over high with the right to the left. So that we're bending to the left. And then you also want to keep that right heel pinned down towards the floor. If you lift that right heel, it takes away the stretch. Then let's switch. Right arm reaching down the side, left arm reaching high over the top. Reach and reach and reach and keep that left heel pinned down. Then we're going to go switching one more time. Left arm down the side, right arm high over the top, reach and reach and reach and keeping the right heel down. And then we're going to switch again. Right hand down the side, left arm high over the top, reaching to the right, bending to your right, keeping that left heel pinned down to the ground. And then relax there and shake the arms out a little bit. Alright, so that's all of those. Now let's go into a little imaginary jump roping to wake up the calves. So you can pretend in your hands that you got a little jump rope and you're spinning that jump rope around a little bit, and then you're going to hop and just bounce on the balls of the feet where you are, just like you're jump roping. Okay? Knees are soft, the belly button's in, the body's nice and tall. Just nice little light on the toes, wake those calves up, wake the Achilles tendons up. Get everything ready to go, get some blood flow into those feet. Alright, so we'll do that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cool. So we got that going in through there. And now we're going to do a quick little push-up. I think everybody knows how to do a push-up. But we're going to go down to the floor. You can either go on the knees or on the toes. I'm going to start on the knees really quick. We're going to have a nice straight body. We're going to drop all the way down into that push-up. On the knees, keeping the body nice and straight. The elbows should go out to the sides at about a 45-degree angle. So not right by your body, not straight away from your body, but in between the two at 45 degree. With a big inhale as you lower down, and a big exhale as you come back up. Same thing on the toes, just be in that plank position, belly button in. Nice big inhale down, nice big exhale, back up. Butt shouldn't be way up in the air. Body should be nice and flat. Okay, big inhale down, big exhale back up. Okay, and then we'll come back up to the feet. All right, so those are all of the basic little moves for your dynamic warm-up. You can practice them in this video, and then like I said, I've got the link below in the other video for the version without all the description that goes just a little bit longer and a little bit quicker. As you get good and you have the movements down, you can just follow along with that. You can do this any place. Your living room, your yard, wherever, okay? I did this all in, a couple little feet just around me. You don't need to be moving around to do it. But it can get the whole body going, all right? So hit the subscribe button, ring the little bell. Look forward to seeing you in the next video, and have a happy and healthy and warmed up day.